Hello guys and dolls, and welcome back. It's me, Cora. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a video all about my current favorite makeup routine and how to use gel liner as mascara. A couple of weeks ago I shared with you guys a video talking all about drugstore colorful mascara and how awesome it is, but I also let you know that you could DIY the effect by using a colorful gel liner and a mascara fan brush. Today I'm going to show you guys how I actually do that, because in the video I didn't demo it for you and some of you had questions on how to do it. Plus, I'm not sure if I've talked extensively about a mascara fan brush in the past. This is a fantastic tool to have regardless of whether you want to use it for colorful mascara. It's just great to have to separate lashes, to get a little extra color where you need it, because you have a little bit more control with this versus a regular mascara wand. But you don't have to get this expensive tool from MAC. You can go to a craft store and buy a fan type brush. They sell these for painters. Either one of these works fine. I just happen to prefer this one, but that's just personal preference. I'm also going to be sharing with you my favorite everyday look right now, which is with the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This palette is full of warm, natural earth tones. I absolutely love the colors in this palette. I can't get it off of it. I've worn it constantly. I think that's about all I want to say here at the front of the video. I just want to tell you guys thank you for watching my videos. I know I've been away for a bit. I am back. I also want to remind you guys that if I'm ever away or anything, you can always check in with me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that nice neat stuff. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and let's go ahead and get started. So first order of business is to get on our eyeshadow base. We're going to be using MAC Painterly Paint Pot today, and I like to apply that using a synthetic brush for an even application. I've already put concealer on underneath my brows, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to start using my eyeshadow palette of the day. I'm using the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I love this palette. I'm going to start out with probably one of my favorite colors from the whole palette. This is Lace Teddy. It's a beautiful, barely there peach color. And I'm going to apply this all over the lid. Just really sweep it on all over. I'm using a larger brush to apply it. Makes the application super fast, seamless, really great for when you're just doing a wash of color all over the lid. This is a Wayne Goss version of this type of brush. Here's one from MAC. Sigma makes them. All kinds of just very large eyeshadow brushes will make your life a lot easier when you're doing a wash of color. Now, without wiping off the brush, I'm now going to dip into Heaven, which is a little bit lighter than I wanted to do for a highlight. But since I have Lace Teddy on the brush already, it'll sort of soften the effect of the super mega highlight. I like that these are all matte because I can use the colors in any way that I want. Whereas if it was like a mix of shimmers and stuff, sometimes there's a color that you really like and you want to use in the crease, but it's too shimmery. You know what I mean? Next I'm going to take Strapless, and Strapless is gorgeous. And I'm picking that up on a MAC 217, and I'm going to just sort of wiggle it into my outer V. Outer C, depending on how curvy your eye is, I guess. This is really going to enhance my eye color and make the lashes that I put on top really pop. Speaking of making them pop, I'm going to do a combination of honey butter and chocolate cake to create a nice deep warm brown to go on top of that. I used the first color, Strapless, a little bit softer and more, you know, in a larger area. Having Strapless on the bottom, it's going to make these colors look more diffused. Whereas if I just went straight in with these darker colors. So now for my eyeliner, I'm going to pick up Kat Von D's Trooper eyeliner, and I'm going to begin with the outer corners. For my winged eyeliner today, I wanted to pull it out a little bit further than I normally do, so I was just sort of paying a little more attention than normal, so that's why I'm not talking through this part. But I start out by lining out the two sides, then I begin to pull the liner in and start to create the shape. Once I have the outer edge created, I will go ahead and start to figure out where I want to fill it in on the inner portion. I'll go in with the top line first to make sure I have a nice, clean, crisp transition to the outer wing, and then I'll go ahead and fill in all the little bits down at the lash line that I hadn't got previously. If you need to at the end, go ahead and clean up with a little bit of Bioderma and a Q-tip. So I went ahead and applied all my face makeup, and I cut that out of the video for time. Now I'm going to take a NYX pencil. This is Jewel. It's a really beautiful burgundy. And I'm gonna basically draw a line from where the outside edge of the winged liner is onto the lower lash line, just to sort of marry it and make it have a nice smooth transition, because otherwise it can look a little funny when you have a hooded lid like I do. I'm taking it about 3/4 of the way over, and then I'll pick up a Q-tip and just blend that. And then I'm going to go over the color a second time, especially in the outer corner, to make that nice and dark. Little mascara on the bottom. I'm using a black on the bottom because we're going to use the bright colors on top, and I find that it's nice to have that balance. Next thing that I'm going to do is take a nice light color in my waterline. This is a NYX Wonder Pencil in Light. Now, I wanted a little bit of shimmer on my inner corner here, but nothing like too dramatic, so I wanted to use the Milani Shadow Eyes in Champagne Toast, but it broke off in my pencil sharpener, so I'm improvising. I just pulled the big chunk of it out of the pencil sharpener, and I'm going to use a Q-tip to apply it. It's a little trickier, but, you know, stuff happens. Now for lashes. Oh my gosh. And once again, I had the fan on. I'm sorry guys, it's that time of the year, it's warm outside. Sorry about it. It's time to apply the lashes. So I'm going to start out with this pair of Demi Wispies from Ardell. One thing I want to mention when you're doing false lashes, sometimes it can be hard to get them out and you don't want to pull too hard on them because then you can rip the hairs off the band. The packaging is just packaging, you're going to throw it out, right? So just bend the packaging and then you can access the lashes a little bit easier and gently pull off from the band. Trust me, you will save yourself a lot of time, money, and frustration with that little tip. I'm using the House of Lashes lash glue, the black holographic one that I recently got that I love because it's so pretty. This stuff dries a little bit faster than your traditional lash glue, so you're just going to wiggle it, give it a second, and then we're going to go ahead and pop it on. No muss, no fuss. So before I do the blue gel liner as mascara, I am going to apply some real mascara onto my lashes. If you can tell, my natural lashes are very blonde, and from far away you can't see so much, but up close you can definitely tell that there's this weird gap between my false lashes and my natural ones because they are blonde and they're sort of blocking the view, if you will. So I'm putting a little bit of black mascara on my natural lashes and wiggling it into the falsies just a little bit to make them nice and seamless. But this also acts sort of as a base for when we're going to do the blue mascara in just a second. I'm going to take my little mascara fan brush, and you can put it directly into your gel liner like I am. This is my own personal gel liner. I don't mind doing this, but you could also scoop some out and put it on a palette if you'd prefer. And I'm starting out almost like wiggling it on, almost in like a stamping motion. I'm not really going in and combing it through at first. I'm just trying to deposit the color. And I'm concentrating it mostly on the tips of the lashes. And then once I got some color on there, I will go through and start coming through, especially on the back side to get that nice and colored. Having the warmer colors in the crease, just really all over the eye, really helps to make this pop and enhances the effect. The same could be said if you want to use a warmer toned colorful mascara and you might want to use a cooler toned eyeshadow set. If you need to, you can take a little eyelash comb. Make them a bit more defined, because sometimes with the gel liner they can get a little clumpy. And that's that. Okay, so for my lips today I'm keeping it real simple. I'm going to use a Milani lip gloss in Sweet Grapefruit. So here we have the finished look. This is such a simplistic makeup look to start with. We're only using a couple of eyeshadows just to enhance really our natural eye shape, but what I did is I used colors in a warm tone which are really going to make that really bright blue mascara pop. We've got relatively neutral makeup everywhere else, so the eyes are definitely the focal point. It's a really fun makeup to wear on a daily basis, I think. I've been wearing a lot lately whenever I wear makeup because it's just a fun, cool thing to do, and it's not a lot of work to do it, but it ends up looking really fantastic. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky, just be yourself. See you, bye. Bye, bye, bye.